Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody. It's Thursday. Muscle memory. It's Thursday. Yesterday was just too nice. So I apologize for not being on here yesterday, but here I am. It's Thursday. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How is everybody's energy navigating through the eclipse energy? I'll just tell you first what I experienced. Hello, Amanda. I watched it at work. I had like 4 different websites on because I wanted to see it, you know, I wanted to see it from different places. And hello, Christine. And right around, I don't know, it must have been like about 10 or 11 o'clock, I started to feel like pressure pushed down on my head. And then I got a headache. And then I could feel it, more pressure kind of like inward, pushing in on my head. And then I noticed a lot of pressure like pushing in on my jaw. And I didn't do anything else except just allow it to come through, you know. I had used my gut instinct and I just let it flow through me, just drank a lot of water. And as the eclipse was getting, you know, over with and going back to normal, I could feel everything subside. Yeah, I didn't really get any channeling per se or any messages per se. I guess what I did get was just more like reinforcement of kind of what I've been getting lately. So it wasn't anything new, but it was more of a reinforcement, like a confirmation. So, all right. So tonight I'm going to pull cards. Is this not... I have this plugged in. Hang on a second. For some reason. Oh, no wonder. Okay. There we go. My power strip wasn't on, so I don't want to lose you guys. I need power to see you. All right. So tonight, I haven't done this in a long time, but I'm going to pull cards for you guys. Not as a collective, but as individuals. So, if you want me to pull a card, and you give me permission, I'm going to be a conduit for the universe. Universe is going to use me as a conduit for the messages. And I'm going to use my intuition to the best of my ability tonight. I cleared the energy in my room. I did a little Palo Santo. It's getting kind of short. I think I might have to get another one. It's getting kind of short on me. I haven't done this a while. When I first accepted my abilities, because we all have them. We all have abilities. They're just sleeping. Some of them are just sleeping for some of us. But we all have them. We've all used our gut instinct before. I don't care who you are. We've all used it. But I did it one Saturday or Sunday when I first started. I just posted on I think this is when I first started my group, the Intuitive Minds group. I just had people comment and then they give a number. And then that number I would shuffle the deck and then count out the cards. So I'm not going to do that. But I am going to pull a card and have the intent of pulling a card specifically for the people that are watching. All right. So we have 4 eyes, but I see Amanda Kuski is watching and Christina Rogi. So do one of you, would you like me to pull a card for either one of you? Because there's 4. So that means, well, now we got 3. So if you want me to pull a card for you, these are free readings from the deck that I created, Words to Live By. They are $25 right now. Oh, I guess, okay, I was going to talk about an event, but I'm going to pull a card for the collective until somebody specifically comes on here and says that they want a reading. So, all right. Okay, I'm going to pull a card for the collective. And if, Amanda, if you want me to pull a card for you, you need to say, yes, please. And Christine Rogie, if you want one, say yes, please. And I will pull it based on you, all right? So this is just going to be for the collective to get the ball rolling. Ah, perspective. Perspective. Okay, so this card it's one of my favorite cards in this deck. And I learned a lot in my journey thus far how important perspective is and how important it is to be still and to slow it down in order to see a different perspective or someone else's perspective. And I try to look at things, you know, literally through the bug's eye of every situation, because there can be many different outcomes and results of everything that we do in life. And did you know, this is interesting because I was literally just watching Young Sheldon, and the episode that was on was how there's different universes. So that's funny that this is coming forward. Coincidentally, maybe, or on purpose. So that's the misconception with psychics. They sometimes, people don't quite understand that if I give you a reading right now and maybe it's predictive and say maybe this certain thing that I said maybe would happen doesn't happen at all, or there's like no opportunity for that to happen. That's because we are all shifting and changing, and we are all evolving and changing and going in different directions. And so every second counts. Every change that you make in every second of your life, you know, affects this person and that, and it's like a ripple effect. So just because you might have a psychic tell you certain somethings, and then say, like, you know, the timeline comes and you're like, well, that psychic said that whatever from a year from now. Folks, hang on, are we there? Are you with me? That's because, hello Sabrina, that's because we all make different changes. Oh, okay, so Amanda, okay, sure, okay, all right, after I get done with this, okay, yes, please. So having that in mind, that everything's changing and nothing ever stays, you know, the same, and in the end, you get to decide. You get to decide if you want that destiny or not. Okay. All right, Amanda, I'm going to pull a card for you. Do you have an intention, or do you just want me to pull for your highest good? You don't have to say your question out loud. If you want to, that's very helpful, because the more detailed information that that we have is very helpful. Okay. And Sabrina, would you like me to pull a card for you? Highest good. Okay, we're going to pull a highest good card for Amanda Kuski here. What can the cards reveal to us for Amanda Kuski? Oh, you got the determined card. And the number is 17. Okay. Determined. What's been going on that... Okay, so I'm asking, is it something you need to work on, or something that you are already determined and you're already in that mode? And I got like, you need to be determined to do something. So what's going on in your life that needs more determination? Are you kind of sitting maybe are you sitting on the fence? Are you sitting kind of quietly and just watching the parade go by? Or are you in the parade? Determined. What can be, oh, okay. So this is interesting. So the way that I was looking at this, they showed me, no, it's what to be, like to be determined. Like, hi Joel, like to be determined, like something is coming to fruition with you. Oh, that's good. All right, I'm going to read from the book for Amanda Kuski. You sit on that. You have authentically been chosen to be in an uncomfortable and unknown place, but drastic times call for drastic measures. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. Be more involved and less impressed. Imagine that what you're looking for has already happened, is happening, and will continue to happen. Be patient with your thoughts and emotions that will rise. Ego wants to lash out and to protect your values and passions, but spirit knows best and will provide signs of how to prioritize each thought and feeling. What to react, when to listen, and how to use a voice lovingly. Do you hear that, Amanda? Use a voice lovingly. Keep practicing grace for yourself and gratitude for others. Find things to do that take you out of fear mode and into fun mode. Be in each moment for what it is. Expectations often do not become reality. Expect nothing to be and accept everything as it is. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. I'm looking for signs of what to do next career-wise. Oh, would you like me to pull another card real quick? Okay, let's pull another card for Amanda. She wants, oh, career. All right, real quick, and then we'll get to Sabrina. If Sabrina, are you still on here? Okay. All right, Amanda. You asked for it. What did you say again? I'm looking for signs of what to do next, career-wise. So what can the cards reveal for Amanda Kuski regarding her career? Oh, you got the power card. Power. Like, this is going to sound really weird, but I always go with the first thing that comes up. So for some reason, Amanda, I'm getting like electricity. You're not in like an electrician apprentice program, are you? Something like literally with power. Power. Oh, okay. So they're like more authority. So could you be a leader or a teacher of some sort? Let that sit a while, Amanda. You definitely have the authoritative personality. All right, Sabrina. You're up next. For the highest good, or do you have a question? And then Jody, would you like a card pulled? Okay, Sabrina's up. All right, Sabrina, I'm gonna pull, okay, cards. Hello, Stacy. All right, Sabrina, what can the cards reveal for Sabrina tonight? Okay. I like to cut it. Told to cut it. Sabrina. I just think of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I don't know. I've never really watched it, but I have heard of it. So I'm always reminded of that show when I hear your name. Ooh, choices. Sabrina. Look at. So choices. Okay. Ooh, okay. I know that you and Joel travel a lot. So is there like are you guys like kind of deciding between either two places or too many places to go to? And I'm looking at the northwest, south, and east directions, and I'm just kind of like focusing like which one do they have me like focused on? I'll just take a little minute here. Okay, so I'm like drawn to the north. Here's the card again. So, is there, like, are you, maybe there's maybe you want to go one place and Joel wants to go one place, or, oh, you have talked about laying low for a while. Okay, I did have that in the back of my mind. That, you know, that's cool. Well, don't lay low too long. You might miss out. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do, is travel the world. All right, I'm going to read from the book, Sabrina. Ooh. These are the lyrics from Stairway to Heaven. There are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. We make choices every day and all day, so why is it so difficult for people to make choices based on what's best for their highest good? Why do we think we have no control when hard things happen in our lives? Start owning your power in this world. There's that power word. Start owning your power in this world. No more pity parties. No more lame excuses. No more procrastinating or waiting for someone else to choose for you. Look at where you are and where you want to be. Find your why and you will find your way. Oh, well, that's an interesting twist on the travel one. There you go, Sabrina. Okay, who's next? I think it was Jody. Jody. Hello, Kelly. Lots of people watching tonight. I'm glad, you know, I wasn't gonna do it because I was gonna go for a walk, and then it got like kind of cold and it started to rain. All right, so I'm just gonna go through the comments here. All right, so Jody, you're next if you're still on here. We got 4 eyes. Jody, are you on here? Otherwise, Stacy, if you're on here, I'm gonna pull for you, so somebody respond. It's either Jody, Stacy, or Kelly. First one. Somebody comment on here. Pick me or please. Yes, please. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep talking about that perspective that we first started talking about in the eclipse. All right. Okay. All right, Kelly, I'm pulling a card for you. Do you have a question? Oh, we gotta put the question. We gotta put Sabrina's card back in. Do you have an intent, a question you'd like, or a direction that you would like more clarity on, or we're just going to pull for the highest good? I love these cards, you guys. They shuffle in my little hands so nice, and I just love them. Okay, Kelly, you're getting for the highest good. Cut it one more time and then we'll pull. All right, Kelly. What can the cards reveal for us, for Kelly? Ooh, healing. Weren't you gonna do nursing or something? I thought that I heard that you were going to do something regarding nursing. A flower truck would be nice too. Well, I know you're healing your heart, and I'm drawn to the clock that takes time. Yes, EMT class. Okay. So what's coming forward with this is you are able to heal that part of your broken heart without going into too much detail, too personal details. You are healing from a broken heart. And what better way to put your abilities into a craft, into a skill, and to heal others, even though you're not going to heal their broken heart, but you are going to be healing your broken heart by allowing yourself to give that service to others, to heal others through the EMT class. Does that make sense? I'm going to read from the book. I love these. I love doing these little one-card teasers. In order to heal, we first must feel. This is essential as physical beings. We have so many outside resources and influences that compromise our free will, and we self-distract and self-sabotage by allowing our egos to control our thoughts. And then we wonder why we have such pain and discomforts and have trouble focusing and sleeping and making decisions. We allow ourselves to be numb. Love and light cannot grow in this type of environment. Self-awareness will help you feel and the connection with your actions. Be in the now, embrace each moment, accept more, expect less. Watch the momentum start to flow naturally and effortlessly. This is when true self-healing happens. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Who else is on here? Anybody? Did I miss anybody? Jody, are you still on here? So, back to that perspective. How do we work on allowing ourselves to be more open to other people's perspective and to just exploring, different perspectives? I admit in my journey, I realized how narrow-minded I was about certain things. And when I felt very strongly about a certain something, a certain belief. And in my journey, as you get still and you start asking yourself, you get still enough so you can actually hear your heart, not the pumping heart, but you actually hear the heart, your authentic heart, your soul. And you allow yourself to admit that's how you feel. And then you really go as deep as saying, why do I have this strong belief about this? Is it really my value? Or is it something that I have been influenced to believe along the way from childhood? And then you start asking yourself, if it came from my childhood, where did who did I learn it from? And if we look to our parents, as default, where did they get that value from? And we have to start really remembering that it's okay to have different values along the way of life, because our values when we're younger are more of fun and playful, you know? And then, which it's interesting that I said that, because as we get older and older and older, we kind of go back to that childhood value of, you know, I just want to have fun. I just want to be happy and have fun. You know, if we have materialistic values, you know, where does that come from? Who has taught us to be so materialistic? You know, and have we taught our own children or our grandchildren to be that way? I mean, it makes you kind of put the brakes on and realize, like, whose values are these? And do I really feel that way? Do I really want to have this value in my life? Is this what I really value? Or has it just been something that somebody has planted or laid in front of us, and it's just familiar? It's just routine. It's comfortable. Start taking inventory of your values and put perspective on whose values they are and what they bring to you, how those values make you feel. And then you'll come to realize, are these my values? Or do I not feel that way? Or do I not know how I feel? And so now I'm going to test the water and go, okay, I'm just going to think differently about this and see how that feels in my body. Because if you are starting to become aware, and I truly, truly believe that a lot of us are going to start, if you haven't already, you're going to either start or accelerate the awakening process. I know you guys, some of you that watch this or see this or, watch it on the news or whatever tabloid or media, social media you guys watch or come in contact with, that, we are at a spiritual war, between the light and the dark. But we actually need both, to survive and to function. But we need to waken up. You don't have to follow a spiritual lifestyle to wake up. It's just a matter of, practicing the principles that I talk about. Boundaries, self-love, timeouts, journaling. That's why all those words that I use in these cards: power, healing. We had these cards tonight. Put intention. I'm just going to go through the deck. Put intention into everything you do. And that is another great way of learning perspective. Because if we put intention into everything that we do, you will start to realize what does matter most and what you don't want to do anymore. But put intention into everything you do, and that's a great way. It just uncovers, it unpacks, and it helps you discover what you value in life and what you don't. Oh, and then to journal. Journaling, there's so much science to journaling. I don't exactly know all the words to describe the sciencey brainiac part of it, but there is a connection that happens when you take your hand and you write something down. It's amazing. It helps you remember, but it also connects the thought, brings it here out of your brain, And then it actually puts it like into real, not that it isn't real life up here, but you can see it. You can visualize it here in your brain, but then when you put it on paper, you can actually like visualize it. You can see it like for the second time. You see it in here first, but then when you write it down, you see it there, which there's a lot of benefits to journaling. Physical. There's physical benefits of journaling. Mental, emotional. All right. And listen. We talked about listening to your heart. Your true heart. What does your true heart tell you? Start an inventory. If you start putting intent into everything that you do, your heart will start talking to you. And you will be able to determine, if Amanda's still watching, you will be able to determine what has meaning in your life. Life is too short. Life is way too short. We have to start thinking outside the box. Get out of the box. And make room for more opportunities. This was a fun card to design. Because I think the book has a lot about like opportunity, like snowflakes. You are worthy of many new exciting events that will unfold right before your eyes. Make sure you are making experiences that you enjoy, that really allow your true self to shine. You have talents that people love, and you have abilities that can help others find their light and teach them how to make it shine. You have done all the hard things without knowing the end result, which is extremely difficult for you. Each opportunity is just like a snowflake. Each one is different and unique and has been created just for you. Believe in the divine spirit when it calls to you. Open the door with courage, strength, and hope. Oh, see, I like that. I like that. Next card. Grounded. We need to stay grounded lately, folks. Speaking of grounded, I sleep on a grounding mat. So it's just it kind of looks like a thin, like yoga mat. And it has a cord and it plugs into the, you know, like there's, when you plug in something, for the grounding one, it has the 3 prong. So it only plugs into that grounding part of the outlet. And I have used it, oh gosh, I think it's been on underneath like my mattress topper. I put it underneath there. Oh gosh, probably, it's been months. It's been months. And just when I think, oh, you know, I'm gonna unplug it, or I don't use it, or want, you know, I give it to Travis to use or whatever, I can tell the difference. So get a grounding mat. Get a grounding mat. And now it's nice out, folks. So now we can, you know, go outside and get in the grass with our bare feet. All right, should I keep going? Anybody else on here? All right. I'm going to pull a card for myself. I don't normally do that on lives, but I'm feeling really giving. So I wanted to let the event that I'm going to do is in May, and I have to find, I put that the location was here, but I want to try to find somewhere different to have it. But it's going to be like an intro, kind of hands-on, kind of basic, how to use oracle cards and get your hand on one of my decks. And yeah, we'll use the deck, we'll connect, we'll do a little meditating, we'll do a little bit of journaling, and then we'll pair up and you can do a reading for someone in the event. Doesn't that sound like fun? So the event is on Facebook. Oh, this one just popped out. 2 of them. What did I get? Love and abundance. Oh, wow. Well, that's... So I listened to this gal. Her name is Infinity. And she has a YouTube and Patreon channel. And it is Magnetize Yourself. And I listen to it faithfully. So I listen to it on Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube. And then she has like an extended, she is intuitive, so she pulls cards. And she then has an extended version on Patreon. So I listen to her on YouTube and on Patreon. And the things that she has been talking about really strongly that resonate with me is love and abundance. And I've been manifesting a lot on both of those. And look at, so I've got the, sometimes I like to use the backs of the card to kind of give me more clarity if this is if I'm receiving this or if I'm supposed to release it. And so this is good because I got the receive card, the receive image on both of these. Woo-hoo-hoo. I like that. I like that a lot. It's not too late to journal and manifest during, you know, the eclipse was Monday, but it's never too late to manifest and to take inventory and to do a little journaling. I keep wanting to say journeying. So if you haven't done that already, maybe maybe when your head hits the pillow tonight, you can just either say it out loud or just, you know, say it in your head, what you would like from the universe. All right. I'm going to pull one more card. If nobody else is on here, I'm going to pull one more card for the collective, and then we're going to close the reading. I do private readings, so I can do them online, virtual, so $30 for an hour. Oh, and if you guys are watching tonight or on replay, please comment on here. Sorry, I should have said that earlier. Comment on here, perspective. The word perspective. And your name will go in a drawing for a discounted oracle card reading from me. Your name will go in for a drawing. Flowers and Band-Aids. Well, there you go, Kelly. We start in the fall. Oh, that's a great idea. It's a great start. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for the collective tonight. Okay, Spirit, what can all of us really focus on this weekend, the next couple days, ending to this eclipse energy? It's not really ending, but okay. Ooh. Reveal to us trust. Trust in the process. Never skip steps. Okay, that just came forward. So I have to tell you guys a story. So I'm, you know, prior to my spiritual life journey, I call it. Prior to this part of life, that a new perspective that I took on life to live out my life. I was a mover, a doer, always had projects, was very much, I guess, obsessed with fitness and working out. And the next best thing, the next best diet pill, the next best diet supplement, the next best, you name it. And always had to be doing something. And so when I was pulling cards for myself, and I got that I needed, it was slow and steady wins the race. God, now when I hear that saying, I just want to like, I just want to like vomit, because that was the message that was pounded and pounded and pounded and pounded. It was everywhere. And to be calm and to be quiet and to be still. And it took me, I'm at like 2.5, almost 3 years in my journey. And I can honestly say, like, I appreciate the stillness. And yes, I'm embracing 50, so a lot of that has something to do with age, but a lot of it has something to do with, you know, my journey. And so one of the messages and things that I learned is, you know, because when I realized that this was my ability, and I deep dived it. Like, I just was bought like anything. I was obsessed. And I just wanted to like excel and to learn and to practice and to just, I wanted my abilities to grow and expand, and I was skipping steps, and I wasn't allowing the integration and protection, and I would forget the very important aspects of this lifestyle. And so I had to force myself to be still and to take time, to allow myself the time to practice and then integrate, learn, practice, integrate, learn, practice, integrate. And, you know, some of the steps that I skipped, they sabotaged me. And so trust in the process. Sometimes the process is slow, and sometimes it might feel like you're not moving at all, but we are moving all the time. And so just keep trusting the process. I'm going to read from the book and then we'll close. Oh, it's a long one. Trust means to rely on another person because you feel safe with them and have confidence that they will not hurt or violate you. Trust is the foundation of relationships because it allows you to be vulnerable and open up without having to defensively protect yourself. Trust takes years to build, seconds to break, and forever to repair. Trust just isn't given. Trust is earned and needs to be respected and kept sacred. It allows walls, barriers, burdens, and doubts to be powerless. It brings out vulnerabilities and gives us strength and confidence, self-awareness, and self-acceptance. Can become the first self-awareness and self-acceptance can become the first step to trusting yourself. When insecurities arise, stop, pause, breathe, and remind yourself that it's okay to be you. Learn how to be happy doing things alone. Trust in the universe and your worthiness to rely on yourself first instead of others who possibly might let you down. Stick with your decisions and trust in the process, even when it becomes uncomfortable or painful. Give yourself grace. Believe in your potential. Trust is built in small amounts. Trust is earned when actions are met. Consistency is key. Stay honest and true to yourself, and that will reflect onto others. Ooh, I love that. All right, folks. So it's either going to be Wednesdays or Thursdays when I do these lives. I hope you enjoyed the little spin on it. And I am looking for some beta customers to try my program. I have like this program that I want to do of kind of basically I want to show you how to get to that peaceful place in life and to release your dark burdens and your traumas. And they happen to us, yes, but they don't have to hold us down, you know, through forgiveness, through grace, through practice, through determination, through routine, finding a routine that works best for you, finding yourself, allowing yourself to find time for self-care and things that you like to do, being able to say no, no is a full sentence, all those things that I had to learn along the way that I still struggle with and find new ways to do them. I want to bring that to you guys. But I want to try it first before I actually start charging people. So if you would like to be a beta customer and you want to find some happiness and some get light and lifted, reach out to me. We can do it together. All right. It's a group effort. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I hope these lives help you at all. I'm open to suggestions, what you guys want to hear, you know, if you want a subject or, yeah, if you have questions or comments, feel free. All right. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll see you next week.